Today is October 9th, 2022, and it is the 130th birthday of Holy Trinity Lutheran Church in northeastern Massachusetts. And it's a glorious day. The sun is shining, it's a brisk autumn air, and we are here to celebrate 130 years of this church being in existence. And I want to introduce our president, Alan Kraychek. And Alan, tell us, what significance does this have for you personally today?
I've been a member of the church since 1972. My family joined here, so we've been here for, that's 50 years, hard to believe. And there's a great tradition. So I've worked in town, I've lived in town, my family's from town and so on, but the Ames family was a big part of this church. They donated the 14 acres that the church sits on, the woods and land around it, so we're very thankful to the Ames family. And the church started at Jenny Lynn and William Street, which I think later became the Masonic Temple, right? The lodge for many years. And now it's a private residence. And then we moved over to here and built this building. It was completed in 1959. So we have a great history here and a wonderful turnout. Food, bouncy houses, and a lot of dignitaries, superintendent of schools, Alicia Cabral, Dottie Fulgenetti, many of the local politicians and school people and so on are here for us. It's great.
And don't forget Carol Doherty also. Carol is
Carol Doherty.
Right, she's
Taunton.
here.
She's running again for re-election.
Right.
Yeah, she was formerly head of the MTA, the Mass Teachers Association. I was just talking to her about it, but she's been a great help to us.
Yes, and also, I don't need that. And also, we had Suzanne Bump, who is the current auditor in Massachusetts, state auditor.
Yeah.
She's finishing up her term by the end of December. So we welcome everybody who's here. And thank you so much, Alan. You've been a wonderful president and leader, our leader of the congregation.
Thank you, Priscilla,
Thank you.
for all you do.
Okay, this is Rick Ryberg, who was previously president of the church council and who has been a lifelong member of our church, Holy Trinity Lutheran. And Rick, tell me why today is so special to you.
Oh, interesting for me. We were going back through things. My background's Scandinavian, and I'm from Rhode Island originally. But my mom came to this country 100 years ago in October.
Wow.
This year. Came in 1922 to an uncle in Rhode Island. So it's kind of an interesting combination of the anniversary of the church. My mother came 100 years ago.
Yeah. So tell me, what's so special to you about Holy Trinity Lutheran?
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of a lifelong Lutheran. In the past, and the good news is we still see them. But there was a family here named Olsens, and they had children our age. And that was pretty nice, and we've stayed friends all these years.
Okay, but you've been an active member for how many years?
Since my oldest was baptized here, but my youngest was actually baptized in Nebraska, where my wife's from. She's from northeast Nebraska, and she's brought up Lutheran also.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've found another past president of the Church Council, David Dwiggins, and he is our technocrat, I guess I would say, who manages to do everything, his magic with all kinds of technical challenges. So, David, tell me why today is so special to you.
Well, I think it's fantastic that we're getting to welcome so many people in from outside the community and continuing to grow this relationship with Rose Conservatory and with other community organizations. And I think that we're continuing to look for ways to reach out further and get out into the community more and introduce more people to the work we do here at Holy Trinity.
And that is service. And that was what God's calling to us is we are Christ's hands and feet. And so we need to use our hands and use our feet to get moving outside the church as well as inside. Okay, well, thank you, David.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. This is my 6'7" bishop, James Hazelwood, also known as Jim, whose logo is Jim on a motorcycle. Okay, you get the drift. All right. Thank you so much for being our preacher today and coming and celebrating our 130th birthday. So, Pastor Hazelwood, why is this day so special?
Well, it's 130 years, so 1892, and I just heard in the history that the roots of it actually go back before 1892 to just after the Civil War. So this is one of our oldest congregations in the New England Synod.
Actually, it's 1860, so it was actually before the Civil War.
Well, then I think you might be the oldest, because Zion in Pittsfield, Mass. Is the oldest organized. I think they're 1860, 63, something like that.
Well, they would meet in people's homes, and finally, and they called a pastor, and then they built the church at the corner of Jenny Lind and William Street, where I was baptized and confirmed. Beautiful church. And we have in the fellowship hall all kinds of archival information, photos, some of the photos from the early part of the century and some from recent times, and also other memorabilia to show the history of Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. So your sermon today, what can you put it in a nutshell for us?
The question is no longer how do we get people to come to the church. The question is now how do we bring the church to the people. That was my sermon. Right. There, you could have skipped that whole long worship service and just listened to that.
Right. Well, anyway, you have a wonderful sense of humor, which I never knew. You had everybody chuckling in the first 10 minutes, and that really warmed people up so that they got the message. And we have gotten that message too here, because we have all kinds of outreach programs. Father Bill's program of sheltering and educating, helping people get jobs in Brockton. We supply food there and lunches, sandwiches, and so forth. And we also have been doing other charitable work, so we're reaching out. But we need to continue to do that, and we will be doing that. So if you who are watching this at home believe that your mission is to be of service to other people, come and check us out. Visit us and see if you like the kinds of things we're doing here at Holy Trinity.
Come and visit Holy Trinity Lutheran Church in North Easton. Oh, and by the way, the line is moving and I'm hungry.
Okay.
Thanks.
I grabbed him out of the line. Thank you so much. Here is another old-time member of our church. Go around.
I'm younger than you. Speak for yourself.
Oh, that's true. Oh my goodness, you're at least 5 years younger, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Barbara and I go way, way back. We were baptized and confirmed in this church. And so Barbara Peterson, welcome today to this wonderful celebration. And tell me, why is this so special to you personally?
Because the church is still here, it's still vibrant, it's alive. It's part of our community.
Yes, and we're continuing to reach out to people in the community, aren't we?
Almost assuredly.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you think about our Pastor Polk?
He's energetic, he's good, he gets a good message, and he's working.
He really is. And you know, he's so inspiring. So those people...
I heard inspiring. Were you talking about me?
Not yet. That's Joni Lundgren. She got inspired by coming to an Easter service, and Ray brought up Catholic. She's all Irish, but she was so inspired by Pastor Polk that she has come every Sunday since, and she's very active, and she's the one in charge of the food. So I think many people here today really love her because
she's a member.
Because they're right, and they're hungry. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Here is Pat Rosanier and her husband, Dr. Hoagie, Brisagna, and that's Italian, but really, Pat is German, so it's not all Swedes here. We have some Germans who interloped here and made this their home. How many years have you been a member?
Since the 70s.
Okay, that's quite a time.
That is, since
Yes.
1971.
And what is so special about Holy Trinity to you?
It's very, very special because I grew up Lutheran, and so the traditions of the Lutheran Church, and I love the history, and it's a very meaningful congregation.
Yeah. And now, did you see all the archival material in the fellowship hall?
I did not do that yet, but we will have to do
I
that.
think you'll find it very interesting.
Thank you.
We found a volume, a register of people who came to the church in 1897, and there were people who came earlier, of course, 1860 and so forth, and yeah. Well, thank you so much, Pat, for
Thank
being
you.
such a loyal member, dedicated member, and Hoagie, thank you so much for all you've done.
Supporting her.
He says he's supporting her. Well, he's a orthopedic surgeon, so he's retired. But so he's helped a lot of people in this community. So we thank you for that, Hoagie. All right, okay, and here we have the grand couple, the Björklunds, and Pastor Kenneth Björklund here was the pastor when this church was built in 1959. So we go way back too. And Grace is...
Your mother was a wonderful person to work with.
Who?
Your mother.
My mother, yes. My mother, Enid Almquist. Enid. Anyway, it's great to see you. Tell me how you feel about this day.
Wonderful.
What's so
Happy.
special? What's so special about this congregation?
Okay,
The change,
yeah,
wonderful change, going forward. I think that's
really
way of the world today.
manifesting the real world.
With all the different people, different ethnic backgrounds that are contributing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
enthusiasm is back, and I think that's fantastic.
yeah, it is. Okay, well, thank you and welcome, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for your dedication, both of you, and all the work you did for our church all those years ago.
Just seeing him.
Thank you.
Well, still good days are just ahead.
That's right, optimism. They say if you're optimistic, you get 8 more years of life. Have you heard that?
That'll put me over 100.
Oh, good.
Gosh, I'll be old now, as old as the building.
I'm 93 now, so 8 more is over 100.
Yes, it is. Well, you're one of the fortunate few.
She'll get there first.
Oh, she'll get there first? You robbed the cradle?
She did.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Now you got it on.
Bye. And here is Gregory Fernandez, who is the founder and director of the Rose Conservatory in Brockton. The church, Holy Trinity Lutheran, is supportive of this group of young people who sing and drum and do all kinds of musical magic. So please, we want to welcome Gregory here and thank you so much for your contribution today.
Thank you so much. We had a really good time, so thank you for having us. There we go, much better.
Yeah. So tell our audience about the conservatory.
Well, the conservatory actually, as of yesterday, is now 1 year old. We had our first 1 year anniversary yesterday, so we are very excited about that. The Rose Conservatory is an after-school music program that runs every day, Monday through Friday, from 3 to 7 p.m. Right now, we have 35 students that join us every single day. We have 3 more students starting on Monday, so I guess that brings us up to almost 40. So we're very happy about that. So throughout the week, the kids touch and practice various instruments. Right now, there are 6 instruments in rotation. So throughout the week, they'll get either some guitar, voice, West African drums, handbells, violin, and piano. So
Great.
They're busy.
They are busy, and so are you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So thank you so much, Greg. And I'm gonna see you in the studio for a much longer presentation with some of your children. And don't forget the drums.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hello there. I am Giovanni from the Rose Conservatory. It's pretty nice life. Smooth, nothing rough. Simple. Come in, get some academics done. Do what you got to do in the morning. If you got homework, you got homework. Do it. After that, do a little activity or something. Whatever we got to get done is whatever we get done.
So you're enjoying that after-school program.
Yes.
And it's quite a number of hours, isn't it?
Yes.
So you have really devoted. And do you come every day?
Yes, every day, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, so you must really love it.
Yes.
And you are one of the drummers, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what a great job you did today. Thank you for all that drumming and all that singing.
No problem, no problem.
Okay, and I'm going to pass it over to your friend here. Hey, and your name is?
Lance.
Who?
Lance.
Linz?
L-A-N-C-E.
L-E-N-T-E.
No, he's Lance.
Lance!
Yes.
Oh, Lance! Oh my goodness, like a lance, right? Okay, and look what he's got down here. It says the drum corps. Wow, so I saw you. You were right in front, right in the middle.
Oh, I'm one of the drummers. I play violin, guitar, piano. I play a lot of instruments. And we come to Rose Conservatory to do all that stuff.
And do you love it?
Yes.
And so you come every day. You don't miss a day.
No.
So therefore, you don't miss school either, right? Because you have to go to school, and then you go after school to the conservatory, right? Wow. So you're doing well in school, and you're doing well in the musical world.
But sometimes there's days that I don't want to come. And I'm being completely honest, because it's okay to express your feelings, but sometimes I feel like today is just not the day. And I just roll with it, because I'm not going to let something stop me from having a good day.
Good for you. So you are persistent, and you don't give up, and you stick with it. Great. Well, that's one of the great lessons that the conservatory is teaching all the children. Now, I want to talk to your mother. Here's the mama.
Hi there, I'm Tommy.
Yes, and tell me, what do you think this has done for your son?
Oh, it's done a lot. He's come a long way. We've actually known Greg for quite a years. And he started off in a summer program, and Greg was his mentor. And from there, he's evolved to a child that 4 years ago, he wasn't the same kid. He's calmed down a lot. He has respect. He's grown a lot. And you
attribute that to the conservatory.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
And Greg, she's talking about, is the founder and conductor.
Greg Fernandez, yes.
Greg Fernandez.
They have a home, and he can go there whenever he needs help, not just for music, for anything. Like that's his number one. Greg is his number one. He'll call him, when something's not right. And when he goes to the roads, if he had a bad day, he talks with Greg about it.
So
and
Uncle Greg.
Pretty much, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, being at the Rose, and it actually brought out his inner musician in him, because he can play everything and he picks it up very quickly. He's also left-handed. Yes.
Okay.
But definitely a spot to check out. I would recommend it to everybody. Yeah. Every child should know or have the experience of learning music.
And we at Holy Trinity Lutheran are so happy to support. And today I think it was at $3,100.
Yes, Greg, thank you so much. Scholarships, because it is a struggle. It is.
Sure.
And that's a great help for us. And thank you for having us here as well.
Oh, and thank you for contributing. It's
Thank
wonderful.
Thank
you are a proud mama.
I am. Thank you. Have a good one.
So here we have one of the Rose Conservatory members, and she was singing. Were you drumming?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. And tell me, and her name is Edmia, and Edmia has a daddy named Edward, and here he is right here. And so tell me a little bit about why you like the Rose Conservatory.
I like the Rose Conservatory because we get to do lots of drumming and singing, and we go to the after-school program together.
Right, and so you never miss a day, do you? No, you love it.
I only miss it when I'm not feeling good.
Okay, so we're so happy to be able to, our church can support your efforts and your programs. And Daddy, why do you think this is a good thing for your daughter?
But it is a good thing, not only for my daughter, for the community, because they help people over here. So I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of the teacher, everybody in the community. It's so nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your meal. Here we have Suzanne Bump, who is our state auditor, who will be finishing her term on December 31st. And we want to thank you for your service. She has done a great job auditing and finding money, which was there but nobody knew, and other things. But anyways, welcome and thank you for coming.
Well, thanks. I'm delighted to be here, truly. It's been a joyous experience.
Has it? And tell me why you came.
Well, I came because some very dear friends of mine invited me to this joyous celebration, and I'm really glad that I did. To meet more people, to understand a little bit more about the kinds of organizations that exist within our community. And really, this is a community organization, and the work that you do, the connections that you make with programs like Raising Multicultural Kids and Father Bill Mainspring House. This is what church is about, because church is not about buildings, and this isn't the celebration of the birthday of a building. It's a celebration of a community of people, and I'm really glad that I came.
Oh, and we're so happy to have you, and it must be especially special for you because you are an Easton resident.
I am not too far from here, as a matter of fact. No, I'm really been thrilled to get engaged with the people of the community. There are so many folks who are so interested in giving back, and I really like that community spirit.
Yes, and I'm really happy that we are friends and that you are here today to help us celebrate.
Oh, thank you. You are one of the dear friends who invited me here today.
And here we have the man of the hour, our esteemed, wonderfully inspiring preacher, the Reverend John Polk of Holy Trinity Lutheran Church.
Thank you.
And so tell me a little bit about why today is so special for you.
Today is special for me because I think we got a glimpse of what the present and future church is all about. It brought tears to my eyes to see such beautiful children bringing such great music to us. We are always wondering what the church is going to look like and how is it going to be and how are we going to get people to the church. Well, today was a glimpse of how beautiful and powerful and moving the church can be even right today.
And you know, those of you who are watching and listening, come and check us out. Pastor Polk has attracted so many new people to the church because of that message, but also because he's one of the most inspiring preachers that I have heard in all my 80 years. I know I don't look that old. Anyway, thank you so much for organizing this day and for contributing to the health and welfare of this community. And we appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
And thank you again.
Thank you. It's a community effort. As you may have noticed, there's tons of community people here, and the only way we can really make a difference as a congregation is if we create relationships in the community with key leaders and other people so that we are all one, as Martin Luther King Jr. said so many times, that we are one beloved community. And I'm so grateful that today is a bright glimpse of the beloved community. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know it's noisy.
Michael Berry's right.
But I want you to meet Joni Lundgren, who is such a great contributor of the life of this church. She's the one who fed all these people, and she didn't have
everybody else.
And she did it with six fish and 2 loaves of bread.
Bethany Grella made wonderful macaroni and cheese, and I don't know who made the salads. It was a team effort. It was great.
Yes, and so Joni Lundgren, thank you so much. Did you see the photo in the fellowship hall of your late husband Wayne as a basketball player for the church?
Oh my God, I have to see it.
Yes, you have to go and check it out.
This is my friend Arlene. Wait. This is my friend Arlene, and this is Michael Berry, who's pretending. He did all kinds of work here today, and he's pretending he's not here. Michael, turn around. And there's Sarah Keogh, who's turning around, and she teaches the Sunday school.
Hi. Hello.
What can I say about you?
Diane Ross.
I know, but what can I say about Diane? Diane is so nice. Let's make sure, now you have to focus on Diane, yeah.
And across the table?
Who's missing? Arlene? I already introduced her first.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I didn't have the mic in front of you.
Arlene is number one. Okay.
So tell me again about what you said about the team effort.
No, I said it was wonderful. Everybody contributed today. Bethany Grella made the best macaroni and cheese. There were 3 grills out back. Everybody was grilling. Someone made salads. Everybody contributed. It was just a great day, great celebration.
And a great
now move
team
that
effort.
mic. And it was a great team. It was a great team effort. Now move that mic. Thank you.
And here today to help celebrate us from the New England Synod, together with the bishop, is Kim Bergstrand. And Kim, what's your official title?
I serve as the associate to the bishop, and I worked with Holy Trinity during their call process and transition.
Yes, and she's also a pastor. So she was ordained? No, you weren't ordained. Oh, so sorry.
I'm a lay person.
But she's a lay person with lots of knowledge. Okay. Well, welcome and thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.
And next to her is Linda Pierce. Now, Linda has her mouth full, but she is a member of the Bristol County Episcopal Church, which has its services in our building. And so Linda, and this is her beloved husband, who is a magical musician on the guitar, Michael Pierce. So Michael, and so tell us a little bit why today's special to you.
Excuse me?
Why today is so special?
Oh, I have very much enjoyed being part of the combined Episcopal Lutheran congregations that we have here. We do services together and other events together, and it's so much more entertaining and fun to get together with a large group like this. And we have great similarities in our religions, so it works out really well.
Michael?
Well, it's been fun. I've played guitar with the Lutherans when we did the outside services as we got past the initial COVID phase, and so I've enjoyed worshiping with the Lutherans and you know, the interaction between the two groups it helps us both, and it's a good model.
Okay, and Michael is also a member of the Easton Grange, as I am, and he won the statewide contest, musical contest. He played his guitar, sang a song. You want to tell what kind of a song was it?
It was a song by the late Canadian folk singer Stan Rogers called "The Field Behind the Plow." It's a song about agricultural life, and so it was a very fitting song for the Grange community.
And as a result of winning the state contest, he is now competing in the national in Reno, Nevada. And when is that? November?
November 19th, I think.
19th, just before Thanksgiving. So hopefully you'll have something to be thankful for when you win the national contest. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Linda. And here we have a very active member, one of the younger members of our congregation, Zach.
Ritland. Yeah.
Zach Ritland. And Zach has come here today with his son, James Robert. And James is drinking his water himself. How old are you, James? Can you look at the camera? Say hi. Okay, hold that near your mouth.
Okay.
So tell me why today is so special to you.
I guess for me it's about community, bringing all members of our community together in one place and having a wonderful service and having food together, having lunch together, kids playing in the bounce house. This is stuff that, builds strong communities.
And Zach is an assistant minister also, so he really contributes. And he just had 4 months ago?
Yep.
Had a James Robert,
Yep.
just got a baby sister, Isabel.
Yeah. Isabel, yep.
Isabel or Isabella?
Isabel.
Isabel. Okay. And here today to help celebrate is Zachary's mother. And refresh my recollection. Your name is?
I'm Della.
Della, of course, like in Della Reese. Oh, boy. So tell me, what have you enjoyed most about today?
Well, just being a part of a church environment. I haven't been to church, in all honesty, for quite a few years. And it's just nice to be back into that community of togetherness and camaraderie.
Yeah. Well, we're a great bunch here. Lots of talented people and lots of dedicated people, and we have fun. That's one of the primary requisites of joining. So if you're not a fun person, don't come and see us.
Don't bother coming.
Don't bother coming. No. So do you live around here?
I'm up in Worcester.
Oh, you're in Worcester.
Area.
Okay. Well, there's Holy Trinity up there too. It's a big church, Holy Trinity.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I love the Holy Trinity. One of our bishops in the past, Carl Olanda, he was pastor there. And, yep, Holy Trinity. It's a big church, big brick. No, big stone. Stone. Yep. Okay, well, you check that out.
Well, I'm wondering, I'm kind of flashing that through I'm wondering where that is.
Yeah, well, just all you do in this modern age, what do you do?
Google.
You Google it. Right. Well, thank you so much, Della, for coming and sharing our celebration with your son and your grandson. This is another person from the Bristol County Episcopal Church, which shares space with us here at Holy Trinity Lutheran in Northeastern. And her name is Kathy. And are you still the secretary?
No, I'm on the vestry and a Sunday school teacher. We have a collaborative Sunday school together.
That's right. Sarah Keogh, who we just saw over there, she's your co-partner in this endeavor. So tell me why you think today is so special. Why is it special for you?
Oh my goodness. So many reasons. It's good to celebrate God's blessings and the blessing of a church being for 130 years, doing his ministry, having everybody here, seeing children just enjoy and hearing them sing. There's no better sound than children singing and their joy. They teach us a lot. So that's what was special for me.
Wow, what a great answer, and what a great, it's from the heart. Thank you so much.
It's all from the heart.
Say that again.
It's all from the heart. That's what Jesus taught us.
Yes. Thank you, Kathy,
Thank you.
so much. Okay, here we have a longstanding member of the church, someone who is dedicated and shared her many talents and expertise. She's the assistant pastor. She would perform today, and
Not
most,
official.
No, but most other days she is too at church, and she does a great job. And Andrea, you grew up in this church.
I did. I was here in 1959 for the first service. I think that was Christmas. I think Christmas was the orientation. My family, my mother's family, grew up on 25 William Street across from the church. So they were very involved in the Lebanon Lutheran and friends with Pastor Hilmia's family. So they weren't charter members, but pretty close to it. My grandfather came over in the 1880s, I think.
My grandfather did also. And my grandmother came over in 1892 when the first church was built at the corner of Williams and Jenny Lind. Yeah, and so they just had to roll out of your grandparents, Amanda and Andrew Johnson. All they had to do was roll out of bed and walk across the street, and there they were in church.
Yep.
How good is that?
And then when the church moved here, my sister Jane was a member of Rainbow Girls. My uncle Bob was a Mason. His wife, Eastern Star. His son, Demolay. So we enjoyed that building. My family enjoyed that building for a long time. My sister, Jane, who is my inspiration, unfortunately died in December, but she had been the church secretary here for, I think, 14 years. She grew up in the church, sang in choir, taught Sunday school for many, many years, raised all her children through here, was married here, and was buried here. So...
Yeah, and speaking of Rainbow Girls, you're looking at the former worthy advisor.
And Jane was also.
Was she? Was she the Easton one?
Yeah.
Okay, I was the Brockton Assembly number 20, which was before the Easton one was chartered. So I'm a little older than Jane. Anyway, thank you so much for your contribution. And look what she's doing. She's not just an assistant pastor, she's the trash collector. She's going around. Everybody does something. It's a team effort today.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Andrea.
Priscilla.
Okay, and here we have one of the most indispensable people in our church. Without her, we wouldn't know how to sing. This is Rita Corey, our director of music and organist extraordinaire. Rita, why is today so special? By the way, you did a wonderful job today.
Thank you very much. Special because there's so many people here to sing. Nothing makes me happier than hearing lots of people sing. And the congregation certainly did that today. Also, I love hearing the children, and their African drumming is out of this world. Makes me so happy. And I just love being here. I love the people, and they're terrific.
Thank you so much. And here we have one of the members, Karen Danielson, who is the heart and soul of this church. If something has to be done, we call Karen, and it gets done. So, Karen, thank you for your devotion. And tell me why today is so special.
It's so special because you can just look around here and see everyone working. They were here early this morning, they were here yesterday afternoon, they were here yesterday evening, and everyone just keeps going until it's all done. A wonderful congregation that contributes whatever they can. I love singing in the choir and playing bells. Again, Rita, who you just heard from, just directs so many different people in so many ways. And you know, you can have a lot of energy for life if you, first of all, have faith and have this basis of music and camaraderie. So come see us at Holy Trinity.
Thank you so much, Karen, and thanks for all you do. I have to go say, here we have another devoted member of the Holy Trinity Lutheran Church, a longtime member, Sandra Shepherdson. And Sandra, tell me, what are the benefits that you have by being a member of this church? How do you find it to be so special?
We just think of everybody as family here. My son, we got married here. My son grew up here, and everybody's just very welcoming and loving. Yes.
Okay, and she's always sitting in the front row.
Yeah. My son loves to sit in the front row. That's where he wants to be, right up front and center. And
yeah.
Whether I want to be in the back row or not, we're in the front row. So.
Oh, that's great. And also, he does a great job as a crucifer, acolyte.
He was a little shy today. He was supposed to do it today, but too many people, so he decided not to do it today.
I see. That's why Judy Carlson was doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
So, no, everybody is awesome here. Like, we've been coming for years, so.
Yeah, and we appreciate your support and your dedication.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This is the other half, not necessarily the better half, but on some days he's the better half of Pastor Polk. And Pastor Polk and Gino, what's your last name? Cesare are married, husband and husband. And we want to thank you for keeping our pastor happy and healthy, because I know that you are a supervisor at Mass General of all the nurses. So you're the big cheese nurse.
Well, I don't know if I'm the big cheese. I don't know if I'm the big cheese, but thank you for that, and thank you for always welcoming me and opening your doors and your hearts and your love to us, especially John. So thank you so much, and it's a pleasure. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you. And tell me why you think today is so special for you personally.
I think seeing the pews filled with children, the noise of the children, the sounds of the children, it to me is what church is about. It's about lifting your voices to the Almighty and giving thanks and praise, and then coming together and breaking bread together. Yeah. It's a great experience.
Yeah, and Pastor Polk is so inspiring. And so, you know, people have come here just to visit, and then they keep coming back because he's
like me.
Yeah, right. But he is such an inspiring preacher. He's absolutely amazing. He gives everybody something to go home with, to think about, and to act upon, because he's an action guy, and that's reflected in our outreach programs. So thank you so much for sharing today.
Thank you, and congratulations on this wonderful milestone.
This is Derek Shepherdson. He is our alkalite, our crucifer. He always sits in the front row with his mother, Sandra Shepherdson, because he likes to be right there in the front of the show, right?
Yes.
So tell me what you thought about today.
It's awesome. This church is amazing. Our party is awesome. We come to church every day, and we love it.
And you make such a wonderful contribution.
Yes.
People love to see you carrying the cross.
I do.
And how old are you now?
I'm 20.
You are not 20.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. How time flies. 20.
Yes.
Well, I mean, this is amazing. So I remember you as a little baby. I guess that's 20 years ago, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, and so you had a good time today?
Yes.
And what did you like especially? What was the funnest
Everything.
part? Huh?
Everything.
Everything.
Stubby houses.
Oh.
It's my favorite.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Derek. Thanks for being here. And thanks for all you do for the church.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really happy that you came to the 130th birthday party. And you're an old-timer from the town and the church and your family. Can you tell me about the World War II books that are on sale in the... Can you tell me more about that?
Yes. I don't need that. I have a lapel. Those books are... and of course, this woman here who's interviewing me is the editor of this wonderful compilation, a book of all these letters that the church members wrote to service people overseas during World War II. Men and women both, and they're wonderful letters. And the books are, what do we call them? We'll see you later.
We'll see you later. It's a postcard on the book from someone that sent it back home. So there's 36 letters in the book, and we can still get them here, and we can still actually get them down at the Historical Society.
Okay.
And it's all a donation back to the church.
And it's also a donation that the proceeds will go to helping us continue our archival, what's the word?
I don't know.
Maintenance.
Yeah, getting things done.
Yes, and so we need to get archival material also to preserve some of these old documents, especially those that go back to the late 1800s.
My granddaughter,
hello,
Anna, she's
Hi.
been helping today.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she's done a great job. Are
In
you
the choir.
And she's in the choir. And how old are you?
14.
Can you believe that? 14. Oh my goodness. So you're the ice cream queen.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you.